Hey guys. Sorry. I was sitting on something and it was making it sound like I was tooting. Hashtag I am a boy mom. Okay. I wanted to hop on. I actually did this on my Instagram and then forgot to save the story or save the live thing, so I couldn't repost it on here. So I figured I would go ahead and jump on here as well. I put out a little question thingy on, that's the technical term, on Instagram earlier this week and asked people to let me know what questions they have about joining Beautycounter as a consultant. Because I know that they're out there and I know that it can feel really like there can be a lot of pressure for people to ask, like when they're asking somebody, they feel like maybe they're making a commitment. And the reality is, I don't want you to feel that way. I don't know anybody on my team who wants anybody to feel like they've already made a commitment to something before they really understand what this is all about. So I wanted to hop on and talk about some of the questions that people asked, and I also threw some other ones in there that are kind of frequently asked as well on both Facebook and in my email, and just really kind of give you guys a little bit more, hopefully well-rounded understanding of what this is all about and why I really think it's a great fit for pretty much anybody. So I'm gonna try to roll through this as quickly as possible. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask. I don't want to waste anybody's time, but I want to make sure that I'm getting all of the questions answered that I need to. So I'm going to start off. The first few are questions that I got about starting up. So the first one first question is, what is the startup cost? The minimum and the maximum. And the reality is the minimum is $98. That's how much it costs for you to actually join as a Beautycounter consultant. What you get with the $98 is your personal website, access to what we call behind the counter, which is where you can get all of your training and different like social media materials, graphics, access to, I mean, really, I can't say enough about the training. It's insane how much amazing content there is. Sorry, y'all, this light is driving me nuts. How much amazing content there is as far as the training is concerned. You also will be getting a huge bunch of marketing materials that you can use for different things. You also get a free full size of our Counter Match Adaptive Moisture Lotion, which is what I use on my face every single day. I love it. And then a free sheer lipstick in Rose, which is one of our most popular colors. So you are getting products out of the deal with just that startup cost. The other part of it is that when you join as a consultant, you have access to buying any number of we have 6 different starter sets that you can purchase. There are 3 makeup and 3 skincare. You can mix and match. You can buy the most expensive. You can buy the least expensive. You could buy it all. You could buy none. It's up to you. I do, however, think that it is a prudent choice, investment, if you will, in your business if you get at least 1 starter set. And there are a couple of reasons. One, it gives you access at a much deeper discount than you would normally get, which is 25%, to actually try the products. You have them on hand to let other people try, to sample out, to show at socials, to take photos of, etc. for social media, whatever it might be. You're also putting a little bit more skin in the game, which I understand can come off a little bit maybe as a negative. However, it motivates you to really try and get your investment back. And the whole point of joining a business, at the end of the day, whether you are really in love with the mission or not, is to be able to bring home some sort of income. And so if you're motivated to do better and to work harder and to get that investment back right away, I mean, it's a smart business choice. I'm so sorry I'm washed out. The light is weird. So that being said, the minimum is $98, which is about the cheapest way that you could ever start up a business ever. The maximum will just depend on what you can actually afford. So if you go to beautycounter.com/join, scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see some tabs on the left-hand side, and I think it's the one that says get started or something to that effect. And you can click on that and it'll show you all 6 of the starter sets. So that's a good place to go and see if it's something that you can swing or not. Again, if it's something that, even if it's a little bit of a stretch, I think it's a smart investment to do. So next question is, how do I sell the products? And the reality is you can do it however you want. One way that we as in Beautycounter, really recommend is what we call socials, which is basically inviting your friends and family to invite their friends and family to either to an event. You can do it online. You could do it, heck, you could do it over Voxer or text messaging or Skype, whatever it might be. You could go to the park and just share a couple of products, whatever it might be, just to get in front of new contacts and be able to spread the mission, which is to get safer products into the hands of everybody a little bit faster. That's also a really great way for your friends and family, as a thank you, to earn free and discounted products through the socials. So that's a really, really great way to do it. But the reality is you could do it however you want to. You could work one-on-one with people. You could personally invite people to the business or to sample the products. You could loan out your products to other people to try. I mean, there's a million different ways to do it. And the cool thing is it's your business and you get to choose how that works. So, then in that same vein, I also got the I don't want to sell products. How can I still work with Beautycounter? And trust me, I understand the sales thing. It has a bad rep for being either impersonal or makes people feel like I'm trying to think now, like they're obligated to buy from you, or maybe you don't want your friends and family to run and hide. And the reality is, first of all, if you are super pushy, that's how it's going to happen. But if you don't want to be that way, then you don't have to be that way. It's your choice, right? And so one thing that we really like at Beautycounter is that we're not selling, we're sharing. We're sharing about the need for safer products. We're sharing about the need for safer ingredients in our products. We're sharing about what makes our products safe. We're sharing about our advocacy efforts to get safer products into the hands of everyone. And everyone means everyone. I know people are going to say, well, Beautycounter has a higher price point. How can everyone afford that? We're working tirelessly to instate change at the government level so that every product manufacturer is required to use safer ingredients, and they're required to disclose the ingredients that they are putting in their products. So we are working for safer products for literally everybody. Let me go back. If I don't want to sell, can I do this? Yes, you can. If you are sharing, and you're sharing out of your desire to see safer products, to see the people that you love healthier and making healthier choices, making more educated choices, advocating for their health and the health of their families, all you're doing is sharing. And so every now and then you might have to actually try to sell something, but the reality is if you are doing it from the heart, people are going to be excited about the products that you're sharing, and they're not going to feel like you're selling. And the most important thing is you won't feel like you're selling, you're literally just sharing. Do I have to build a team? The answer is no, you don't have to. If you are wanting to get the most out of the compensation plan, it's a very, very wise choice to build a team, but it's certainly not something that you have to do. I should go ahead and say here, I'm going to, in the comments below after this, I'm going to put our compensation plan and our income disclosure statement. We have both of them are on our website, but I'll go ahead and drop the images below so you can take a look if you're interested. How long did it take to get to my current rank? And the reality is it's been 22 months, because every month I get to start over. That means every month I get to make the choice to, yes, I know, Brooke. The products really do sell themselves. I will say that. Once people try them, and that's our job, is to just let people try them, they don't turn back. Oh, you're so sweet. It's raining so bad here, and I was like, there's no way my hair is going to go straight today. What I was saying though is that every month we start over with what rank we can get. So you have what you call your recognition rank, which is basically the highest that you've ever reached, but you're paid as what you're paid as on our compensation plan will change every month based on the sales and the effort that you put forth. So I like that. I think it's really motivational. I also think that it's really fair. I will say this. I know there are some network marketing companies where you build and build and build, and then you start reaping the benefits of everybody else's hard work without having to put the work in yourself. And I don't think that that's a fair model. I don't think that's a good business model. It's not sustainable as far as people being happy working there. And I love that I get to mentor and be a leader in this company every single month. It's not something that I just do until I reach a certain rank and then I start driving a special car and never have to do anything again. So, how much profit? This is not something that I'm sharing numbers just publicly, but when I look at my blogging business, which I've been doing for a while, and Beautycounter, I am making about 60% more from Beautycounter than I am with blogging. So if you have specific questions about numbers, you can always send me a message and we can have that conversation one-on-one. But I think 60% is a pretty sizable jump. So ebbs and flows. Are there ebbs and flows in this business? And the answer is, of course, yes, because this is a business that can be built around your life, and your life will be constantly ebbing and flowing and changing. And so there are some months where you can pour yourself into it, and then there are other months where you might need to take a step back, and that is okay. There are weeks or even days in the week where you can pour yourself into it, and then other days where you have to step back. So my week actually, right now, we'll say on average, looks like Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. I'm working probably, I just did something crazy with my hair. I'm working probably about an hour or so a day. Wednesday and Thursday, I have childcare for both of my boys, and so I'm able to pour in several hours worth of work on those days so that I can take time off, on the other days. I also refuse to do work whenever my kids are, at least on my phone and on my computer, when my boys are around, and so it allows me to be super present with them while still making an income, and I get to work it around my schedule. So next semester when those things change, I can change it however I need to. Next year when things change a little bit more, I can change it however I need to. So I do appreciate that that my schedule goes with the ebbs and flows as well. What are the requirements for being a consultant? The only requirement that we have is that every 6 months you need to sell $12,000. No, oh my God. Scratch it. Don't listen to me. $1,200 worth of products. That includes how much you sell and how much you buy. And that's every 6 months. 1,200, not 12,000. There are no monthly auto ship requirements. There's no monthly requirements for you or monthly minimums for you to purchase products, which is, I think, really beneficial. So you're free to buy as much or as little as you want. And that minimum, that 1,200 minimum, is every 6 months. So I just wanted to end with a few pros and cons. The pros, of course, are our mission. I love that what I'm doing is actually helping other people. It's not me. Something that I love about my blog is that it allows me to connect relationally with people over food, over things like body image and motherhood and that kind of thing. What I wasn't seeing it doing is stating a larger change on a larger scale, I guess I should say. And I love that with Beautycounter, I'm first of all able to keep doing my blog, but I'm working with a mission-based company that is doing a lot to make change happen in a world where we desperately need to see change, both in personal care products, in the way we treat our planet, the way that we view the ability of other people to purchase things, and the rights of everybody else to be able to purchase things that are safe. And so I love that it is mission-based. Number two, of course, I enjoy the income. I think that is beneficial on so many levels. It's a smart choice for you, me, everybody, to have some form of residual income. It's a smart choice to have multiple streams of income coming in because you never know what could happen. And so being able to have that and be able to fall back on what I'm making with this is really huge. And it's something that's really important to me and something that I would certainly advocate for everybody to have, whether it's with Beautycounter or, a mom and pop shop or mom and pop, brick and mortar is what I was trying to say. Whatever it might be, having multiple streams of income is just a smart choice. Health and wellness education. I thought that I was living my healthiest life before I started working with Beautycounter, and the wealth of knowledge and information that I have in the community of people that I work with is so huge. And it has been amazing to see how much I actually didn't know about things like the food I was taking, the supplements I was taking, the way I was moving, just different forms of environmental toxins, whether it's the products that we use or the cleaning products that we use, or all kinds of things. It's been insane, and it's been a really, really valuable education for me. The friendships, the women that I work with are amazing. I could get super, super emotional about that, so I'm not going to keep going. But they are incredible, and they're inspiring, and they are sweet, and they are kind, and they are true friends. Really, like real life true friends that I can trust and that I love, and who love me and trust me. And it sounds so cheesy, but it's true. This community is incredible. The business training, again, going back to that, you never know what can happen. It's so smart to have this hands-on business training, whether you continue to work with Beautycounter forever and ever, amen, or not. And just having an understanding of how business works, the changes that are happening in business these days, and being able to speak to that and work with that is really, really important. And I can apply that to so many different things, whether it's my blog or Beautycounter, or eventual other entrepreneurial efforts down the road. I can take the training that I'm getting right now and I can apply it to all of it. And I can also teach my kids, which is huge. And then the last thing I have right now is inspiration. And that covers so many things. I'm inspired to live a healthier life. I'm inspired to do good in my community. I'm inspired to teach my kids what it looks like to have something that you're passionate about. I'm inspired, and I love to involve my sons in what I do. So they help with things like sending out samples, or, of course, their handwriting is not as, I say that, I don't know, my 6-year-old's handwriting is probably better than mine. But, when it comes to like writing thank you notes or sending out samples or addressing things, or, working on the actual business, they help me with that. They love feeling, they say this all the time, especially my 6-year-old, I love helping mommy with Beautycounter because we're helping other people. And it's the most beautiful music to my ears to hear that, because that's all I really want from my kids. I want them to love Jesus, and I want them to help others. And to know that they are seeing that and they're actively involved in that right now is really meaningful to me. I could go on and on and on about the pros, but one thing that I have one con, and this is that some people might get mad that you have joined a network marketing company. They might get frustrated. They might feel, for whatever reason, I don't even know how to describe it. I know how people can feel because I felt that before. I even felt that towards my mentor, Madison. She joined and I was like, oh great, now she's going to expect me to buy things from her. And I don't have the money to do it. I don't really want to do it. I don't really want to support network marketing. And obviously that God has worked something inside of me to change that. But I remember feeling that way. And the reality is that had nothing to do with Madison at all. That had not a thing to do with her, and everything to do with my own insecurity and inability to understand what it was that she was actually doing. So that being said, if you're worried that people might get mad or frustrated or feel obligated to buy things from you, that's not on you, guys. That is on them, okay? That is a personal issue that they have. If you are running your business and sharing and you're not being that pushy, weird, gross person that nobody likes, if you're not doing that, then any sort of insecurity that they have, that's on them. That is not you. And I feel like if God has put something, sorry, I'm getting a little preachy here. If God has put something on your heart, if you feel like you're being led to do Beautycounter, to join Beautycounter, to join this mission, to do something more, it is your responsibility to say yes. It is not, and it has nothing to do with Susie down the street who doesn't understand why you're selling safer skincare now. And the reality is, if she says no, then that's a no. You don't have to keep selling to her. And you guys can actually still be friends. You can actually still be family. You can do two things at the same time. You can be a Beautycounter consultant and stay friends with the people who don't want to buy products from you. And you can do them both at the same time. So, sorry, got a little preachy. I'm actually not not super sorry, but I know that that can be a huge, scary factor for people. It can be something that really deters people from saying yes to something that they're passionate about or something that could actually really improve their lives. And I'm here to say I was that person that was like snarky and weird about people joining network marketing. But now that I have seen with my own two eyes what this can do for a family, what this can do to improve my life, I can honestly say I was wrong. And now I'm happy that that I changed my mind. So, like I said, I'm going to drop all of the images below that I was talking about as far as the income opportunity, the compensation plan, and then the link to join. I'm going to drop those in the comments below. But if you guys have questions, feel free to reach out. Like I said before, starting a conversation is not a commitment. And I, for one, do not want just warm bodies on my team. I want women who are going to make a change, who are excited about making a change in their lives, and they're excited about making a change in this world. And I want to be able to have that conversation so that we can determine if this is the right fit for you. So that being said, I hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.